pain is tied to the stress I endure just to see again. Every day is a mess, but I'm blessed to see it all. I'm alive just to eat again. Many scars on this table of life, it cut deep, so deep I might bleed again. It's an uphill battle. I thought I had it all figured out. Took me down some deeper routes, analyzing more what I'm really about. Testing all these strengths, the battlefield is here. My conscience all clear, so I tell them be aware. My existence is my compass. Gut feeling them thoughts that's in my head, I had to dump it. Learning new things, put in practice, I had to run it. I hunt it, to find the main source. It's all good when everything can get lost. I get amazed at it. It's time to start something new. I put that blaze at it. Been cutting up different strategies, got the blade at it. Cause when it's something you love, you gotta stay at it. Till it's dead and you put a grave at it. I lost my confidence before it won't happen again. I had to calculate the struggles and all of my friends. I cut them all off, that's when the real journey began. I paid attention and it wasn't worth paying the rent. Did what I had to do, show what I had to prove. Remember them crazy nights with a fancy place but I had no food. To win I had to lose, my destiny's on screws. Was loose, I had the tools to fix it up and move, but I was blinded. Destiny was calling my name, I had to find it. Wipe the dust off of my life, I had to shine it. Every single barrier here, I had to climb it. Had to be solid, onyx. Onyx. Solid like rocks, onyx. Onyx. It's an uphill battle.
Shalom YouTube, it's your boy Micaiah aka the Hawkeye Hebrew coming at you with another build video. And today we playing on my Arcanist Archer. This is my first PCNA build, so yeah, I'm pretty excited. I took this build in the gray host, I took it into the sewers, and I was getting quite a bit of kills out there. At least when I wasn't being zerged down or ganked with Tarnished Nightmare, but I feel like I had a lot of success on it. So let's go ahead and look into the build and we'll check the stats and the sets. Yeah, let's get to it. So buffing up, we have 18,000 magicka, we have 29,000 health, we have 23,000 max stamina. Our recoveries is coming in at 1,700 on the mag and 2,700 stam recovery. As far as weapon and spell damage, we have 5,900, almost 6k. We got 16% crit, 13k pen. That'll go up a major and minor fracture. As far as our resistances, we have 26 on the front bar and 29 on the back bar. And then one of our sets that we're wearing, I'll just go ahead and tell you, we're wearing blood spawn, so that'll go up by another 3,700, putting us at resistance cap. And then because of the Crux Weaver armor, which one is it? Rune Guard of Freedom. When we drop below 50% health, we get a heal and we get another 3k resistances off that. So that's putting us at about almost 36,000 armor. The food we're using is the Tri-Stat food. We got the Serpent Mundus, and then my character is a high elf. As far as the sets we're using for the first 5-piece set, we got the Broke Father's Retribution. This set is absolutely cracked, and I've been sleeping on it for far too long. But we got this in a sharpened bow with the weapon and spell damage enchant. And if you don't know what this set do, it give you 3 lines of weapon and spell damage, and then you gain a line of pen for every major buff the enemy has active, and then you get weapon and spell damage for every minor buff that they have active. I know my stat sheet showed 5,900, but you could even potentially get higher than that based off how many buffs people have active. So our back bar set is either a bow or ice staff of wretched vitality. I was using both in some of my gameplay. Depending on which one you're using, both defending, and I'm using crown lethal poisons on that. Like I said, we got the blood spawn as the monster helm. I'm using this on 2 pieces of medium, and blood spawn is really nice on this build because it's giving us that extra resistances that we need on a medium armor bow build. But also our ultimates, either the bow ulti or the Tide King Gaze, which is the Arcanist ulti, they're both 175 ults. So the alt gen that you get back from this set helps you get your ults back faster. So blood spawn is goated on Arcanist. But if you want to use something else, for sure, go ahead. Got the One Piece trainee, that's to get our health up. I don't have Undaunted on this character, so I'm trying to get as much health as I can in other ways. And we have that in heavy chest reinforce. We got a light sash of Oak Father for the light armor passives and extra pen. And then we got another piece of heavy on the legs, and then medium everything else. So as far as the weights, we have 2 pieces of heavy legs, heavy chest, reinforce. We got a light sash, well fitted. And then all your medium pieces, which 4 medium, possibly well fitted if you can get that, because I do a lot of roll dodging and sprinting on this build. So 2 heavy, 1 light, 4 medium. Then we got the Oak Father jewelry infused with weapon and spell damage, and we got the Mark and Ring of Majesty infused with weapon and spell damage. If you want to do what's the Death Dealers, I know a lot of people really love that mythic. I don't have it on PC. I just got Marking, Sea Serpent's Coil, and Pale Order. But if you want to use Death Dealers, you absolutely can. I'm currently working on getting Wild Hunt, and I think that would also be a nice addition to this build, because the one thing that this build lacks is a snare removal. And even though I got a bow on both bars in most of my gameplay, I still kind of feel slow at times. So the speed from Wild Hunt will help, and maybe a swift jewelry piece. But yeah, that's the gear. As far as the skills, we have Magnum Shot. This is our main stun, does a crap ton of damage. We're using Pragmatic Fate Carver. This is the Kamehameha beam. This thing hits like an absolute truck and shreds people, and the more crux you have, it hits even harder. So if you don't feel comfortable running this skill, I'll show you some other options in a bit. But then we got the Broomguard of Freedom skill. This is giving us minor resolve, minor protection. When we drop below 50% health, we get almost a 10k heal. We get 3,000 extra resistances and 6 seconds of crowd control immunity. This skill is absolutely stacked. Our main spammable is the Escalating Rune Blades, aka Chili Lime Doritos. This skill hits like an absolute truck. The more crux you have, it hits even harder. I definitely don't recommend dropping this. This thing hits really hard. And then our main burst spammable is Lethal Arrow. And you can see it got almost a 9k tooltip. It applies the poison status effect, which now counts as execute damage, and then it also applies minor defile to your enemy, reducing their healing and their damage shield strength. Then for the alt, we got Tide King's Gaze, and you could also use the bow alt here. I like Tide King's Gaze. I feel like it's more bursty, but the problem is it only got a 15-meter range. So the pros and cons, I guess, this skill hits multiple targets, and it allows you to drop the alt and then continue attacking. But like I said, the con of this skill is 15-meter range. The bow ulti, on the other hand, it's a channel, so if you're doing that, you can't do anything else. But it has 28 meters range. So yeah, there's pros and cons to both, but ultimately I end up taking this, and this gives me an extra pin just for being slotted on the bar. As far as our back bar, I got poison injection. This is our execute, and a nice dot. And then if you're using the ice staff, you would drop that for weakness to elements. We have the Crux Weaver armor. It generates Crux when you get damaged every 5 seconds. And then it applies minor breach to your attacker for 6 seconds. So that's kind of the reason why we took lethal arrow instead of the physical damage morph also, because the physical damage morph applies sundered, which is minor breach. We're getting that through our armor, so might as well take the lethal arrow. But we got the impervious rune ward. This is one of our burst heals. This is one of the most cracked shields in the game, if not the most cracked shield in the game. This thing is really strong. And yeah, it heals us based on how much crux we have. So if you got 3 crux, it'll heal, I'm guessing, for the 3000 times 3. So you can get a pretty nice heal off of this. I'm using vigor. I was using, what's the skill called, the rune men, but the problem with rune men is it's way too expensive. If you look at vigor, we're looking at 2700 stamina versus rune men being 3500 stamina. That's a huge cost increase. And it says that it reduces the cost based on how many crux you have active, but the problem is with that is impervious rune ward spins crux, and pragmatic fate carver also spins crux, so we're burning crux on cooldown. So yeah, this skill is way too expensive for me, so I end up dropping that for vigor. And then we got inspired scholarship back here to add some more burst to our Arcanist abilities. And then as far as this ulti, we never use it. It's just here for the passive. You need at least 1 skill from this skill line to get for your damage shield to cost 10% cheaper and be 10% stronger. So since we're not using rune mend on our back bar, you just put the alt back here. Some of the skill substitutes, if you don't really like pragmatic fate carver, what you could do is take that off the back bar, put it here so that you can keep your penetration from the Herald of the Tome passives. And then on the back bar, you could put the Race Against Time here, and that would be really nice. I tried playing around with the Apocryphal Gate skill. When this skill actually works, this is one of the best movement tools in the entire game, because it allows you to teleport up to 22 meters, and then it gives you major expedition. If you take the morph, it gives you major expedition for 5 seconds. The problem is if the ground is slightly uneven, I'm talking like slightly uneven, you will not activate the skill. Like, you'll see your character throw the hand out and you're not going anywhere. And I can't tell you how many times I've died because I've been trying to rely on this to create distance and nothing happens. So this skill could be both good and frustrating, but it's unreliable. Therefore, I just took it off. And I suggest using Race Against Time instead of this. But those are the skills. Let's see. Let's look at the champion points. As far as the champion points, I was only 615 CP at the time of recording all my gameplay, so I think I'm currently 640. But yeah, I can't really get too much. I got a little bit of rationer. I took liquid efficiency in the green. In the blue tree, I took focus mending, master at arms. You can see I only got 1 line of wrathful strikes, and then I don't even have the full ironclad. I'm only getting 3%. So yeah, when I get some more champ points, I'll finish maxing these out. And then on the red CP, kind of the same thing. I'm lacking CP, but I took most of Sustained by Suffering, Slippery, and Balanced Vitality. And then when I get enough points, I'm gonna use Celerity because I need that extra speed. But yeah, those are the champ points. That's the build. Hope y'all enjoy it. Hope you enjoy the gameplay at the end. And if you found this build helpful or you just simply like it, a rating would be nice on the video, and consider subscribing to the channel for more content. For those of you who are already subscribed, thank you so much. We're getting closer and closer to my goal of 1,000 subs. We just broke 900, so we almost there. But yeah, thank y'all so much for the support. Thank y'all for all the conversations, and I really appreciate it. So till the next video, peace.